You guys had some push, but obviously not as much as you wanted to sustain. Talk about that, and I guess how you improve that going forward.
In terms of O-line,
Yeah.
like our push,
Yep.
I really felt like, we had some explosive plays. We dominated at times. I think when you look at the yardage differential, credit to Maryland, but I think, plenty of times we were driving on them, made our way down the field, and it was just the little mistakes that we made mistakes. The penalties, turning the ball over, it was those things. There's no lie. I think we need to continue to get better, obviously, especially in the pass game, taking those hits off the quarterback. But, I thought we were getting a decent push at times. Now I was just doing that more consistently because, we popped for some runs, where we saw light of day. And that game was in our reach for a little while. So we need to learn to finish and execute to a high level. So that's what I'll say about that.
Didn't look like anyone was hanging their heads coming out at halftime. You guys continue to believe. Is that good to see?
Yeah.
Did you feel that on the sideline?
Yeah, we've been preaching all year that we're a four-quarter team, and that's something that we hold our heads high about. Things might not always go right in the beginning, and we're just going to keep fighting. I mean, you've seen with our university the adversity we've been dealing with, so this is nothing new to us. We're just going to keep fighting, and I love my guys, and I'm going to keep pushing them as hard as I can. And I got no doubt in this team, and this is not going to define us, and I'm not even worried about it.
What type of challenges has been, Nick? I know you're a leader on this team. Just try to keep these guys together, keep the mindset right these last couple of weeks. Just what's that challenge been like from a guy in your position?
Yeah, it's challenging. It's just a new thing. It's adversity, but like I said, it's nothing that we haven't been through before. So I'm just trying my best to keep myself positive and set a good example for my guys. I can't show them my weakness because then that creates weakness as a whole, as a team. It's challenging, but we're continuing to fight, and I think we're very close to getting where we want to be, and I know we're going to get there. Just got to keep fighting.
With Noah obviously coming out of the game, and Caden comes in, Sam. Harlan said there's Noah's the guy moving forward. I guess how do you?
I don't have an answer for that question. I play with who's out there. I protect him just the same as anybody else.
How do you think he did today? Handling that.
Yeah, good job. Things happen, things change, but we're a team. Our ultimate goal is to win as a team. It's not an individual sport. So whatever we got to do to win, and whatever the case may be, I love all my guys the same. So we're going to fight with whoever's out there.
That fourth down play, I'm sure you were just asked about it. Kind of walk through what happened there, the breakdown, and then the second drive with Caden getting back down there. How is that for an offense when you move the ball that way?
Remind me of the fourth down play, the one
fourth down with Carter.
Second drive, I think, maybe.
Where we were at the goal line,
yeah,
about to punch it in, and we didn't. Yeah, I think a little bit of that was just executing. They gave us a bare front, so we got to be able to pick that up. We've done it in the past. I wouldn't say we worked on it as much this week, but that's something that our line coach is one of the best in the country, and I love him to death, and I trust him everything he does, and he's gone over those things numerous times with us. So it comes down to us as an O-line executing that, for him, for us, for each other, because we've seen that before. We've seen that front. We've ran that play against that front, so it's nothing new to us. We just got to execute it better. I got to look at the film to see exactly what happened. I know for me, the nose dove at my knees, that low on the goal line, so I kind of took a fall, before I got to my backer. So I got to see the whole play and see what happened. But
those kind of drives like that, though, where you drive mostly the length of the field and then you have to turn the run down to the interception. How is that for an offense, and how do you kind of push yourself back?
It's up and down because you drive down the field, you show you dominated, but at the same time we didn't finish. But we saw later day, like I said, we showed today, no matter what anyone says, this team is about us, and that's all we care about. The guys in our room, what we're going to do for each other, the adversity we're going through that stuff together. Almost swore. We're going through that stuff together, and that's a big thing for me. We showed that we could drive down the field. That's a Big Ten opponent. No matter how you write it up, that's a Big Ten opponent, and we show we can drive down the field on them, run game and pass game. So we just need to learn to finish and execute better.
When you look back at the first three games coming into this game, what did you feel like you needed to work on to improve some of the things that needed to be improved for this game? And how do you think that turned out?
Individually or as a team?
Both. Team individually.
Individually, I would say, going into that Washington week, I knew it was going to be a big front. So I was going to have to be able to keep a good base, especially my pass rush, my pass blocking. And I feel like I did a way better job of that today. I had a couple twist pickups, and I felt good about my pass pro for the most part today, except for probably a few plays. I got a little too head heavy. But as a team, it's just going into the game with a good strategy, which we had, and just keeping our heads up and knowing that adversity is going to hit. Just finishing plays.
Were there some missed blocks as a unit in the first 3 games that you felt were not really characteristic of what the offensive line could be?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I'll say it again, there's 11 guys in the field at all times. That could be a receiver on the perimeter, that could be a tight end in our scheme, and that could be an O-lineman or a running back making the wrong read. I can't really give you a straight answer on exactly every play, but I know that, yeah, there's times where everyone's making the box up for one guy, and that can mess up a whole job. Defense, one guy can make a play. If 11 guys in offense aren't doing their job, it's not going to work.
You've been around a lot of teams here. How do you feel the pulse of the team in the locker room is right now?
I feel like it's good. I feel like we're going to grow from this. We even have younger guys stepping up and saying stuff, and that's huge. At the end of the day, in life, this is where you grow. We're growing as young men, and I feel like, I'm getting closer with God every single day, and that's helping me, strong in my faith. And this is only going to make us better men and better football players.
How do you think Wigginton did today, his first start? Did you try to help him along?
Yeah, I was really proud of him. In his first start, I felt like he stuck by my side the whole time. I never had an issue trusting him, so he did a good job, and I think he's growing. Just got to look at the film and see if things haven't helped him clean up.
And the one interception, was the snap count wrong on that when no one put the one up?
The one, I thought on our cadence, I thought, I heard what I was looking for, but I didn't, so I snapped the ball prematurely. That's on me, and I'm going to clean that up.